So Gord and Diana skiing off towards Detour Ridge. So our challenge is to get around that thing and down into Chickamauce Valley there somehow, and through that valley. So we're just below Detour Ridge, trying to find our way down. Gord has actually dropped down into the gully here and is working his way over to that far ridge. Ron is just keeping an eye on him from up there. Here comes Ron. Pretty fucking intense terrain. Big cornices. Slide past and that kind of crap. But the snow is solid today though, so not so much of a worry. Okay, just looking back at the route that we took. Underneath those cliffs and cornices.
At a certain depth. And
eventually down to where we are here. So, looks like we've managed to find our way off this ridge, along with a few snow benches down there towards those trees. Once we're down there, over there, and up that valley. Okay, Diana's down there. You can just see her head. She's worked on a bit of a steep roll, and Gord's going down. I'm actually going to be walking down and taking off my skis. Okay, just climbing up through the trees, tree ridge, until we get back over into the valley on the other side towards the McBride Glacier. Okay, let's try a self-video. So, we are on day 3. It's about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday. And we've probably taken about 2 days to get what originally was planned to be 1 day. No big deal, it's just the terrain is bigger and harder and our pack's heavier than we initially anticipated. But that's okay. So, right now we're just kind of thinking whether the traverse is maybe a little bit more than we bargained for. We've still got some very serious stuff up ahead of us. So maybe we'll think about setting up camp somewhere, try Sir Richard's a day trip, and head back along the spearhead towards Blackcomb, something like that. We'll see what happens. So, good morning everybody. It's Tuesday morning, and as you can probably see, it's a little bit snowy today. We decided to camp down here in the valley, mostly because it's taken us 2 days to get here. It was going to be a lot of work to get up to the next safe campsite up on the glacier, so we decided to stop here for the night. So we woke up this morning and it was a bit of a whiteout and snowing very heavily, and still snowing, although the visibility is lifted, but still it's going to be pretty darn snowy up on the glacier. So let's just take a look at the campsite that we've got established here. Our couple tents set up there. And down there we've got our kitchen. And over there we have our snowman. We'll go take a closer look at him. This is Ron constructing another companion to our already existing snowman. And as we pan up behind them, look up valley, you can see that that's the glacier, the McBride Glacier up towards Sir Richard up there. That's where we hope to be today, but it's a little bit fogged over.
So here we have the intrepid Guy Trotter and Gord Gilbertson and their clever water obtaining procedure.
I have to admit that most of the physical labor for this pathway down was Gord's work.
Tell us, Guy, how did you conceive of this idea?
Well, it was a matter of necessity because we think we're running a little bit low on fuel. So, we use up a lot of fuel by melting snow for water, and right here we're camped beside a convenient little creek which has lots of water. The problem is it's very difficult to get down into the creek. So we put together a combination of techniques. First of all, to build the ramp down to the creek, and then secondly to attach my heating mug to the end of my avalanche probe to act as a big dipper. Consequently, we're able to use the big dipper into the